United States uses the currency of the dollar, I need you to listen to me right now. So if you haven't been hearing this rumor of $1 equals to 55 brick dollars, right? So I had to go do some digging, do some research to make sure this was true. So I go to Coinbase to see and add it up, and 93 cents equals to this. Yeah, that means that a loaf of bread is going to be $20. Y'all remember when they said our dollar dropped, right? We done already gave y'all the warning on August 1st, bro. This is not a game, nor
rumors of the dollar collapsing. Now, the BRICS nations get together and decide to devalue the dollar, which is already happening. And that dollar instantly plummets to worthless. This whole country will be in a tailspin. And all the rich people are going to sit back and think to themselves, I don't have to worry about it. I'm rich. Oh, you'll have to worry about it, because when you go to the bank, it ain't going to be open either. Everyone's going to go to the bank and find out they're all equal again. Why? Because the banky ain't open. You better hope you have proof that you own the shit you own, because there's going to be people trying to take it. And unless you got guns and ammo, you ain't gonna stop them. And if you can't stop them, who gives a fuck if you got the title to that goddamn property? They're gonna take it from you. Because I've never heard rumors of the dollar collapse.
We have a problem. Something happened quietly that the U.S. media is not talking about, but it's gonna affect everybody in America and everybody that uses the U.S. currency. Our currency just got overtook by by the BRICS nation, meaning that $1, it takes $50 to equal $1 of the BRICS new currency. If you don't understand what that means, it's going to cause hyperinflation throughout America, meaning our food, clothing, whatever you buy is going to cost like the most craziest number you'll ever think.
All praises and glory to Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Ha Rakah Kodash. Double honors to our apostle elders, which rule Great Millstone well, and Shalom to the hopeful elect of the nation of Israel. May you endure into the end. Shalom Wa Abba. So just like you've been hearing, they got the brick coin coming out. They said in August 22nd to the 24th. And I'm going to show you that it's worse than all those men were saying, all right? They said $1 US dollar to 55 US dollars to one brick coin. Well, this is the details on the brick token, okay? Which just allows you to calculate it. BRICS token, right? Price. BRICS token is a token based on Binance Coin blockchain. Okay, so I'm going to go down here to show you. All right, BRICS token details, platform, Binance Coin. All right, so when we go to the calculator and you go to the BRICS coin, so here it is. So one, you got to go to the Binance coin. Binance coin. And you can see right here, one Binance coin is equal to $241 US dollars and 13 cents. So it's worse than what they were saying. There's a video where a brother, I'll put it on after this, but he says that a pair of shoes that are $200, like Jordans that come out of China, are now going to be $2,000. But in fact, it's going to be worse than that. I did $200 times 200, because it's 200 times increased. It's a 40,000 pair of shoes now. $40,000 US dollar pair of shoes now. They were $200 But you times that times 200 because it increases 200 times more, and actually even more than that. All right, you're gonna have to pay 40,000 for that same pair of shoes. All right, let's look at a pair of say bread. Bread's $5 right now, times 200, $1,000 for bread. Come on, that's in the scriptures, you know, that a loaf of bread shall cost the wage of a whole day's pay, which that's over a whole day's pay. That's more like a week, you know. But that's how bad it's gonna get. It's gonna get worse than Zimbabwe, really, in America. Zimbabwe is the record holder for hyperinflation. All right. But it tells you in Revelation 6, because the so-called white man is the red devil, which the Bible speaks of, and he's the rider of the red horse, right? And it says right here in verse 4, Revelation 6:4, and there went out another horse that was red, and power was given to him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth. And who is that? That's the so-called white man, the red devil. And that they should kill one another, World War I, World War II, now World War III, the so-called white race killing each other. And there was given unto him a great sword, which is the nuclear missile. It says, and when he had opened the third seal, I heard the third beast say, which are angels, come and see. And I beheld, and lo, a black horse. And a black horse, pretty much black means void. All right. And he that sat on him had a pair of balances in his hand, which Esau's balances are unfair. Okay. You got people that spent their whole life working for a retirement, losing their retirement right now. Remember the guy from Yellow?
This is the distressing moment a Yellow Corp trucker is told the pension he has built.
And as you can see there, it's a
Yellow Corp trucker is told,
which he's really red. The devil is red, which is the so-called white man.
the pension he has built up over 30 years won't be topped up by the company as it nears bankruptcy. Footage shared on TikTok shows the worker angrily shouting after learning his healthcare benefits and pension payments had ceased. The Central State.
See, the so-called white man is unjust in his treatment. He's unfair, right? So the devil, the so-called white man, right, which he controls the resources. You have to go to your enemy for the want of all things, talking to the Israelites, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians, and he's unfair. So we go to buy food, the food ain't even fucking real. You know, they got this artificial food, they got GMO food, which have no fucking health benefits, but you're paying hard-earned money for it, which ain't even real money anymore. You know what I mean? It used to have a power. You know, it even had gold backing. But now, today, that dollar ain't worth shit. And I mean, really ain't worth shit. Because look at that. Look at that. One Binance coin is equal to 241 US dollars. See? One Binance coin, which I showed you, the brick coin is on the Binance platform, right? One coin for brick money is worth $241 of the United States money. All right? So, and it's always changing. It's always changing. All day long, it's just changing. And it's only going to get worse. And it's going to be to a point where people are going to starve to death because they can't afford nothing to eat. And Esau, he's taking away the resources, so he's going to take away the ability to eat, right? And then he's going to bring out that implantable microchip, which is an abomination to allow them to put it inside your body. But this is what that red devil, the so-called white man, is intending to do. He's intending to make that implantable microchip mandatory for buying and selling worldwide. It says, Verse 7, and when he had opened the fourth seal, I heard the voice of the fourth beast say, Come and see. And I looked, and behold, a pale horse, and his name that sat on him was Death. Because what follows this devil, the so-called white man? Death. And hell followed with him, and power was given unto them over the fourth part of the earth to kill with sword, which they're going to do with their military, and with hunger, which they're going to take away the food and the ability to buy food, and with death, which they even poison you. And the beasts of the earth, right? They use GMO mosquitoes and other things. Even the bacterias and the viruses they have control of. CDC. It says, and when he had opened the fifth seal, I saw under the altar, and the one that's opening these seals is the Lord. He's allowing it. I saw under the altar the souls of them that were slain for the word of Yahweh and for the testimony which they held, which they're going to eventually try to kill, and eventually will kill some of the elect. Oh, I skipped a part. I'm sorry. Verse 5, it says, and when he had opened the third seal, I heard the third beast say, Come and see. And I beheld, and lo, a black horse, which black means void, and he that sat on him had a pair of balances in his hand, which I read already. Now this is the verse I missed, dealing with the famine. And I heard a voice in the midst of the four beasts say, A measure of wheat for a penny, and 3 measures of barley for a penny, and see that thou hurt not the oil and the wine, which the elect are going to eat. The people are going to starve, though, because they depend on that dollar. It says right here in the NLT, and I heard a voice from among the 4 living beings say, A loaf of wheat, bread, or 3 loaves of barley will cost a day's pay. And don't waste the olive oil and wine. But I show you, if bread is under the US dollar like this, you go to the store to try to buy a piece of bread, and it's going to cost you $1,000 to buy a piece of bread. All right, which you ain't even going to have, right? It's going to take like a wheelbarrow of money to buy anything. This is why the elect, we're going to work off faith, you know. We walk in our faith, and it tells you the elect shall eat. It's right here in Isaiah 65. Isaiah 65 and 15. Or 13, I should say. It says, Therefore saith the Lord, the supreme power, Yahweh, through his son Yahushai, Behold, my servants shall eat, but ye shall be hungry. Behold, my servants shall drink, but ye shall be thirsty. Behold, my servants shall rejoice, but ye shall be ashamed. Behold, my servants shall sing for joy of heart, but ye shall cry for sorrow of heart, and shall howl for vexation of spirit. Why? Because the Israelites are not listening to the prophets. So it's only going to get worse until the 2/3 are dead by nuclear fire, and the 1/3 are repenting, and they're with Yahweh Ba'asham Yahushai, joined to the house of Israel, to the house of Jacob, as it says in Isaiah 14. It says in Isaiah 14, For Yahweh will have mercy on Jacob, and will yet choose Israel, and set them in their own land. And the strangers, the Israelites, that are scattered throughout the world, shall be joined with them, and they shall cleave to the house of Jacob. So the ones that leave their transgression and cleave on to the righteousness of Yahweh Ba'asham Yahushai, which the prophets is to teach them, all right, those are the ones that are going to eat and drink. But 2/3 of our people are going to die from famine, from all kinds of things. The sword. Let me get this one here. I'll wrap it up with this one. Then I'll play that last video of that Jake, explaining about how this is going to cause the increase of goods to go up. The cost of goods such as clothing and food. But it says in 2nd Ezra 15, this is the Lord doing this to Jake that don't want to listen. They're going to die. It says in verse 4, 2nd Ezra 15 verse 4, for all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness. Behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world. So the Lord is sending the so-called white man out with death on his mind. Famine, which the so-called white man is pulling your ability to eat, to buy food, all right? Death and destruction, that's what comes with this devil, the so-called white man. So if you're in bed with the so-called white man, you're in love with the so-called white man, and you agree to the mark of the beast, which is that so-called white man, and you take his implantable microchip, the mark of the beast, to be part of his beast system, to be in his new world order, you're going to die with him. Which his system is going to be destroyed with nuclear missiles from Russia and its allies, which is the European Union. Eventually they're going to shoot 200 million nuclear warheads on America. All right? And America is going to be destroyed, and it's going to be a desert after this. All right?
Like the most craziest number you'll ever think. Take a look at this video because there's really nothing we can do about it. But it's about to get rough out here, guys. Stay close to your family. This is bad. This is real bad.
Okay, so while y'all was sleeping last night, Joe Biden and Kamala Harris just got the worst news a president and a vice president can get without it being a fallen soldier, right? So China, Africa, and Russia just dropped the image of their money that's dropping November 1st, right? Okay. Here's how strong that money is. Here's how strong that money is. It takes 55 American dollars to make one African dollar, to make one Russian dollar, to make one China dollar, right? 55. Okay. All these foreign countries just try to offer Africa money. Africa told it, keep your money and help your people out. Tell Joe Biden we cool. We good over here. See, Africa has said it best. America said they feed us. Well, why America's mad when we tell them we don't want their help no more, and we want them off our planet? If they feed us, why are they mad? Right? We should be mad. But since we feed them, they mad. They the one that's doing all the retaliation. We cool. We done figured this shit out. Right? Now, y'all keep telling me America's the greatest country in the world. I don't fucking see it. Well, I do see it. They're the greatest country in the world to fucking shit up. Okay? So America sold all its plants to China, right? Now, for America to buy shit out of China, it's going to take 55 American dollars to buy a pack of bubblegum out of China, right? When America had all their plants here, right? So, me and my wife just bought a TV from Costco for $600. That same TV in the near future is going to cost $300 to $4,500 to get. Remember the Michael Jordans you used to get for $200 out of China? The Michael Jordans now, buy a Michael Jordan at $200, right? The Michael Jordans is going to be $2,500. $2,500 to get a pair of shoes out of China. That's how fucked up America is, bro. They're not telling you this.